Hello, welcome back to Blender LiveENODING. In this episode, I want to demonstrate and show you like a great resources where you can learn to make tools using geometry nodes. It's from Twitter, PassiveStar. If you check his account and check under media, you will see a lot of kind of like a research and development on tools made using geometry nodes. And I especially gonna show you exactly what he's doing here, but kind of explain it using my own words. And the one that's really useful is something like this, you know, like the snippet of geometry nodes node tree that you can recreate from scratch simply by looking at this and then just rebuild it inside Blender. And you can build tools just like this, the one that he's showing. So I collected three that's I think kind of really useful. Number four is a little bit more detailed, and basically separating each face and then kind of extruding it, I think. But it's gonna work as a tool. But I think the one that's super useful is these three. Uh, first of the first one, converting polygon edge into curve, and then this one kind of creating array of cubes on the edge of polygon, and then this one bounding box connect is actually really interesting. It creates like a connection between edges. So let's try this. Okay, we can create something like this. So I'm using Blender 4.0 beta, and I already have all the three tools, and I can call the tools from inside of if in edit mode I can trigger these tools made using geometry nodes. Okay, so let's demonstrate this. I will create a like a Bezier curve, for example a circle, and if I'm just gonna demonstrate first. So I'm gonna convert this into mesh and then fill it. We have an n-gon, so we can, so first of all we're gonna go to edit mode, 1 2 3, you know, we can switch between vertices, edges and face. As we already know, we can extrude. Okay, let's demonstrate the tool. Let's extrude once again, scale. The first one, if we are in edge mode, if we have if we hold control options, we can select the edge ring like this. So the tool, one of the tool can convert this edge into curve. Okay, edge into curve, and the tool is this one. So you can see the pattern. You might not be able to read it at once, but first of all we have selection, right? Polygon selection in edit mode, and then we convert that selection into curve, and then once we get the curve, we can use curve to mesh with this curve circle, just, you know, create this kind of cylinder shape, and then we turn it into selections while getting rid of other selections, and then join geometry back. So that's the tool. So that's one of the tool. The second one, oh actually this one also do the same thing. So this time instead of control options, we just use option click. We select the edge loop, and then we can use edge to curve. Oops, okay, that one disappear. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, it could be, actually it could be a bug. Let me try. So this is a face, extrude it. Let me save very quickly. I'll save as. I have this edge. Select the edge. I have the edge ring, edge loop selected, and then edge to curve. Okay, that shouldn't disappear. Let's try. Yeah, okay, control options, it's selecting the edge, right? And then let's do the cube on edge this time. Cube on edge. So yeah, indeed we have cube on edge, 1 cube per edge. I can rescale it. Okay, so not perfect, but it's not bad. It creates like some kind of fence. From here we can actually take advantage of the other one, merge convex. We can, for example, if we select a bunch of edge, or actually face also can work. Bunch of edge like this, 1 2 3, maybe 4 5. Yeah, bunch of edge. If we use merge convex, okay, actually disappear again. Okay, that's weird. Maybe, yeah, it could be a bug. Let's try again from scratch. Okay, this is another demonstration. So if we have like a torus, for example, I will demonstrate. So we can, in edge mode, we can option click, and then we can run edge to curve. Okay, so that works correctly. It's pretty easy to understand. And the option click, we get the edge ring. We can again use edge to curve, adjust the radius, so that works. The other one, go back to edge. Okay, select the edge loop, cube on edges. Okay, cube on edges works. With array cube on edges is this one. So again, it's from selection, convert to curve, and then turn curve into points, and then instance a bunch of cube with vertices 2 2 2, and then realize instances, and then select that, deselect everything else. So that's the tool. This is also pretty handy. So at this point, let's say we are on face mode. Select all this face. We can bring it up or extrude it, but this, once we have the face selected, if we use this merge convex is a funny one actually. Yeah, we get this shape. It's not exactly perfect, but it connect the face. And so once you have the face, I mean, this is not, probably if we select the edge, but anyway we get this surface. So we can actually select the, oh yeah, maybe select the edge, not perfect, but you get the point. Yeah, you see, you get a clean surface. I think this one might need cleanup. Merge convex is a funny one. So get the selection of edge or face, separate the geometry of edge or points or face, merge by distance, and then use convex hull, and then select that, deselect everything else. Maybe the tool needs cleanup, but once you got this, you see it works. And Yeah, once you have this, you can also again use edge to curve, control options here, edge ring, edge to curve. Yeah, we can make some kind of UFO, but you get the point. So let's actually do this again. Let's do this using I want to show you something else. Start with a circle. Let's go to edit mode, but this time delete everything, and draw the curve. I like draw using curve, and curve is actually really powerful, and you can make it working with geometry nodes, right? And this is also in edit mode, so maybe in the future we actually make the tool. We can resample, we can always resample the curve. We can toggle the cyclic so it's connected, and then curve, delete dissolve vertices, oops, curve, clean up, decimate curve. You can clean up the curve, and then we can go to 2D mode and fill the front, right click, convert to mesh. Once it's become mesh, we get this ugliness. We can clean up with the planar HNet, F3 planar, make planar faces. Oh, in this case just use option on the edge, select the edge. You just want the edge, like a proper edge loop. Yeah, that's the one, the cleanup version. And if we do an inset, very likely we get this kind of issues. There is a tool. There's always another tool. If you go to KUSHIRO on Gumroad, there is this round inset, and there's also another one, something to do with inset. I already have it here installed. So if I in edit mode, right click, padding inset. So this tool is from KUSHIRO. It's free. You can give donations, but you can go really small, and the padding will actually fix itself. This is kind of tool that maybe geometry nodes can recreate in the future, but I found this super handy. Extrude up, right click, so padding inset. Once again, all of these can become a tool that kind of live here at some point. So the padding inset will not overlap, so it's clever. And so after you do that, you can also use the tool. So edge to curve, make that thick or something. Edge ring, edge to curve, that could work. So we have another loop. Let's create a cube on edges. Oh yeah, that crashes. Yeah, this is still Blender 4.0 beta, so keep that in mind. Padding inset, okay. I think I have it on the desktop. Oh yeah, I think we lost that one. But let's say we actually, we have this kind of thing. Curve Bezier, we want to draw something at some point, so it's in a draw mode. You can also use curve pen to draw it properly, but I like to use like a freehand. This is a simple curve. We switch to modifier geometry. Curve cyclic. Set the spline cyclic. Okay. Rebuild. Resample. I think I need to resample here before I connect it. Maybe set curve type. Set this to NURBS. Yeah, I want that to be rounded while keeping the more or less the curve, you know. So this is, yeah, probably what I want for my swimming pool, or you know, something. Fill hole, fill curve with triangle, or just leave it and gone. This is also can be a tool. File, save as. At the moment it's modifier, but I could, you know, just the tool that can live inside a curve node. Okay, this is modifier. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, copy that. Okay, fill curve. I want to have control over the sample. Yeah, I think that's all. I can delete this. So back into our curve. If we are in edit mode, okay, yeah, this one doesn't have the tool options. So the tool, geometry nodes tool, only works in polygon. So in that case, back to geometry nodes. Okay, anyway, you know, we got this. Just right click, convert into mesh. Now we have polygon. I know this one is already converted, which is okay, but I want to resample again here. So there's a second resampling that I want to do. Oh, this one input. Oh, okay, once you fill curve it doesn't work anymore, so this one should be there, this goes in there. So now we have control over the resampling the second time. Right click, convert to mesh. We have clean geometry. We can select the edge loop. We can make an opening there, and then edge to curve. Okay, cool, this time it works. Cool. Well, you know, we have the base already, so select the edge, make a cube. Okay, we can have this kind of fence thing happening. Bring it up. Some kind of gate. Okay, the top areas we can. I like using this face and then select similar areas, and then use this merge convex, which is weird, but it works. You know, it creates a convex area. So, and then Control L, select link, we can bring it up. So I think the tools such as the geometry nodes tool, of course, you use it with other polygon tools, so it's more like on the fly, or like on the fly kind of tool. So you really want to be quite familiar with Blender polygon tools. Okay, this one is from KUSHIRO. This one is not yet a geometry nodes tool, but potentially could be a geometry nodes tool. I like this one because you can just bring it up and you have some kind of thickness. You can do it again, padding inset, bring it up. So you don't want this to be presence. Control L, delete that. Okay, you got the drill, right? So anytime you can go to edge. This one is also selecting the face. I think that's why it actually crashes if I do this. Oh no, it works. It's still selected. Maybe the next tool is like an array, but we can already do this. Select it, duplicate, repeat, Command R, but to have like an array also useful. Yeah, so that should pretty much cover what I want to talk about. So but anyhow, the idea is collect the snippet. Oh well, okay, snippet like this, you know, and anytime you want to create a tool, you test it out like this. You know, you have geometry nodes. We want this as a tool instead of modifier. Create a tool. So create new tool. For example, we want to convert the edge into curve. We're gonna use, for example, a torus. So we need to have edge selected, and then here with image editor we can use this edge to curve, drag it here. Now you can zoom in, zoom out, and then you can check, okay, that's basically okay, you know, I can memorize this. In the future, maybe an AI can look at this and then, okay, can you rebuild this for me? Because but you know, you can do that and it will rebuild it for you, but you can always rebuild it yourself, you know. Shift A, selection, you know, by rebuilding this manually, you will actually learn something. So we have a selection, we have an edge selections, we want to convert it mesh to curve, because we already have mesh. So mesh, get the selections, the selection is an edge, so convert to mesh, convert curve to mesh. I know this guy can be connected into curve circle, so the resolutions and radius can go out. It's going to be edge to curve, yeah, and then the output. You can also have these fill caps on and off, and then the mesh output, you want to set selection as true, while the top one set the selection as false. Boolean, turn this off, plug there, and then join geometry. So we recreated the tool, edge, curve, demo. We already recreated this, so we can close it. We have curve selected, edge to curve. Okay, boom, it's too big. It's too big. It works, but it's too big. So be careful with that, I think. Let's close this. Be careful with that. I think this group input, so we can, for the resolutions, radius, we can set the default to 0.01, resolutions to 12. So now we have the default. When we run this again, edge to curve, so it's not too big. We can adjust it using, while holding shift, we can adjust the number, resolutions 12. So again, okay, options, click edge ring. You can have multiple edge ring selected. Option, control options, that's the edge. That's edge ring. Previous one was edge loop, and then we can do that. Okay, pretty handy little tool. So that should cover how you can learn from this. You find some resources like this very useful, just follow and then go to media and then just study. Of course people put random stuff as well, but you learn, take the good stuff. Okay, this one is also cool, just random torus and then remesh it. That's kind of like a very futuristic kind of way of learning. It's very, I would say it's kind of dynamics. If you self-taught, like if you self-taught on language, or maybe like you taught yourself like programming and coding using internet, it's similar to that, because you don't always be in school forever, but once you graduated from school, you basically on your own, and you have to learn things on yourself, with the help of internet. Ideally, I think learning should be guided with AI. The AI should be helping you in whatever you want to learn. The AI could gather the information, could help. You can ask questions. Similar, like if you're looking around and then Googling and find a forum and learn yourself, and take notes, that's also another way. But in the future, if the AI can gather the sources, informations for you, and then even when you're sleeping, you woke up and you get more informations. Yeah, why not? If the node tree is a little bit more complicated like this, you can rebuild it from scratch, but it takes time. It's okay, you can rebuild this from scratch, but the AI also can look at this. Okay, I'm gonna build this node tree for you. It understand, because the AI could understand this is the selection nodes, separate geometry, all of these can be recreated automatically, and then connecting the nodes. That's because it's visually easy to understand by the AI if it's been trained properly. So yeah, there you go. That's a simple tools, just a basic extrude stuff. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully. So thanks again for the tools, geometry nodes. Thanks to PassiveStar here to share all this useful information. Hopefully you find it useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.